Welcome back, guys, to the second part of my 2v2 commentary video with Synoptic. Well, not with Synoptic, but as with Synoptic as an ally. The way I made that sounds like he was a dual commentary. Don't worry, we will be doing a dual commentary soon, so I know you eager beavers want to see another one, and we'll try and get one up as shortly as possible. Okay, so after his cav pulls out from my side, he pulls back to the wood, and I send my my line after it, and Synoptic sends a dragoon unit or a heavy cav unit after it, I can't remember, and we get them in a vice and destroy them. You can see how I formed squares at the beginning of this clip immediately, so I hardly took any losses at all. Okay, what I was trying to explain with the last clip was when my men are harassing his line, because he has no skirmisher support, he either has to pull back or come forward. And now, thankfully for me, he came forward. Now, he also that falls back again with his remaining units and forms a noob box, or the equivalent to one in Empire, because you really can't form a noob box in Empire. It's already doing one in Rome if you want, you know. It's not really. I don't really recommend doing it in Rome either, and I don't have much experience in Rome. But I suggest never ever forming a noob box. But here, we're just going to encircle him and shoot him. That's all we're going to do. Okay, so for some reason he sends one unit out of the noob box. You can see the Swedish flag flying. It's a Prussian line inf unit, badly depleted. He's just sending it at me in a thin line, and here he's going to get pasted by 3 or 4 of mine, all shooting at him. You can see all the bodies dropping. Some die in the most ridiculous of fashions, but anyway, they're dying, which is the main thing. Okay, so I then send this line inf off to attack his general, but I'm afraid the elvish spell is still on this wood from one of my other videos, and when my whole volley, only one bullet gets through the wood and hits his cav and kills one unit. So I'm slightly annoyed by that, because I could have killed his general there if that spell had been lifted. But the elvish spell, like I was saying, is still there, so I have to use my dragoons instead. Anyway, right, now I just push in closer to his new box. He's coming again. You see, it's all you have to do with this, with people like this. You seem to annoy them, and then they just make a stupid mistake. Anyway, saying that, I make a stupid mistake, because look what he does with his cuirassiers, or the garde du corps, or whatever they are. Silly me, eh? Why are they not in a square? Well, I'll tell you why they weren't in a square. It's because he pointed his diamond straight at that unit, and I assumed he'd attack that. But I forgot my opponent wasn't a computer, and he can think for himself. So once he sees a unit in square, he'll attack the one that isn't in square. Okay, so I've pursued his general with my dragoons. Yeah, dragoons. I'd never use dragoons very often, because you'd think that they wouldn't need to form up. But like line infantry, they have to actually have a formation before they fire, which sort of limits their effectiveness, to be honest. If they have to form up before they fire, I mean, you know, a line inf, if they run into a line inf and they take 5 minutes to form up, they're just going to get destroyed, aren't they? So yeah, I don't really like them, and they got crap morale as well. I use them okay-ish in this battle, but not brilliant. Anyway, he's forgotten about his general here, and I've just charged into the back of him with my dragoons, give him a volley, then I got round the back onto the high ground and came down like that, and he didn't notice anything. I mean, I think he should have noticed that his guys were under fire to begin with, but he didn't. Okay, I'm splitting my force into 3 directions. Main assault on his left. Again, he sends another one unit out on its own to get shot. If you want to have a noob box or a good defense, you've got to keep everyone together. I mean, don't keep sending unit after unit, one at a time, just to get shot in a firing squad. I mean, you know, all I have to do, just stand there. Oh dear, poor guy. Got shot in the balls. That's what it looked like by that animation. Oh, that's not where I would want to be hit. Okay, again he sends his cav out. Again I form squares. Again he loses everything. So here well, you can see basically that this is not what you want to be doing. I send my dragoons in to kill the other general, but I fail because my dragoons are tired. Synoptic now attacks. This is the first time Synoptic has actually really done anything major. Until now he's just sat back and watched me show him how it's played. Oh, he's going to love me saying that. Anyway, I move my skirmisher line up and attack his attack his skirmisher line, because this is the other guy we're talking about now. It's a bit difficult to tell them apart because they're all playing as Prussia, but I've now bumped into the other guy's skirmisher line, so I'm now going to have to blast through that. You can see a large number of Prussian units now routing, and all that's going to happen here is one massive charge. Synoptic comes in with his heavy cav into a square. Bad move, Synoptic. But like I said, he's knackered. Then in a sec, all I'm going to do is charge all my line nymph, and it will rout his whole army. But not yet, by the looks of it. I think I've said that a bit too early. What's going to happen first is we're going to skirmish, and then I'm going to charge, and then they're all going to rout. That's what's going to happen. You can see his skirmisher line being depleted. I've still got 5 fairly intact skirmishers, and he's got 1 on that flank, and the rest are dealing with, well, trying to stop Synoptic. But because his ally's been destroyed quite quickly, he's having to shift forces round to deal with me, weakening his centre, and Synoptic's taking the opportunity and attack. You can see now that the new box is now being encircled. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, I'm right next to the kitchen again. Getting cutlery everywhere. You can see how the new box is being encircled, being attacked from 3 sides. They've lacked manoeuvrability. They lack manoeuvrability, I should say. And so all it is just bending my line round slowly. I've got cav on the only way out, and there's no escape. No escape. Especially when you're facing us. Yeah, when you're facing us two, it's probably best not to do this. Not like group 2 of you, go both on one side and try and take one guy out at a time. That's not smart, because all the other guy's going to do is just come round and encircle you. Now you can see a bit of Sweden on Sweden action here. Not the good kind, if you know what I mean. It's actually Synoptic charges into my dragoons and actually kills a few of them off. It's a glitch where if you charge friendly units, they die. Anyway, that was the end of the battle. That was a nice quick battle for me to comment on and edit. I hope you enjoyed it, and I've got a few more seconds. Yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time. See ya!